Pollster Nik Nanos is going to be joining us over the next several hours, Nick, trying to sort of delve in. Of course, once the polls close, looking at what those numbers are going to be looking like. But let's kind of come back. We posted the final polls last night. Numbers are still very, very close. So kind of break it down for us if you can.
So the poll that was completed yesterday and released last night suggests that there's only 1 percentage point between the Conservatives and the Liberals, with neither of those two front-running parties in a position to form a majority government. The NDP are at around 21%, and their numbers have been on the move in the last few days. The Bloc Québécois is actually doing well. They've been on a 7-day positive trend. They're poised to win more seats than they did in 2015. The big question is, depending on turnout, how many seats they manage to pick up. Because right now, it looks like from the polling, the Bloc are poised to pick up seats from the New Democrats, the Conservatives, and the Liberals in the province of Quebec.
And we know that there are some ridings, apart from Ontario and Quebec, that are ones to really watch for.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of those ridings are actually in British Columbia. And this is where Jagmeet Singh kind of comes into the equation. The NDP numbers have been trending positively in the last 5 to 7 days in British Columbia. British Columbia is a 3- and 4-party race in a lot of those ridings in the Lower Mainland. And Jagmeet Singh, it's going to be interesting to see. We may find out that what do we call it, the NDP center of the universe moves from Quebec to British Columbia, which is, I guess, traditionally, ground zero for the New Democrats, and it's where he's actually based as a member of Parliament. So it'll be interesting to see how the New Democrats do in British Columbia. I don't think they're going to do as poorly as some people thought at the beginning of the campaign in BC.
It'll be very interesting to see. And what's also interesting is last couple of weeks, even through 3 weeks, but even the last couple of weeks, Nick, have really been busy in terms of throw out moments, things that are happening. I mean, we even had it last night. Just the last day before Canadians head to the polls, the issues with regards to the Bloc, and we had all three parties jumping on board saying the Bloc are talking about separation again, over and over again, and we had another. How has that impacted the polls, do you think, over the last few weeks?
It's had a significant impact, and I think this has been among the scrappiest and nastiest campaigns that I have seen over the last 20 to 30 years. It started off with Andrew Scheer, for all intents and purposes, calling Justin Trudeau a liar, and then a back and forth bickering and negativism and attacks on both sides when it comes to the Liberals and the Conservatives. And I think for a lot of Canadians, at least they're turned off by that. And I think that's why none of the two frontrunners right now look to be poised to win a majority government. But right now, it's going to come down to voter turnout and get out the vote. Tonight, the winner, how about this for a prediction? The winner will be the party that has the best ground game, that can deliver kind of the block-by-block ridings and all those voters right across the country for their team. And I think in a tight race, that's what's going to make a big difference.
It's going to make a big difference, and we know that you're going to be part of that core team, pulling away the layers and giving us full analysis. Nik Nanos, it's great chatting with you. It was great having you here on the weekend as well. Appreciate it. We'll see you tonight.
See you, Angie.